Have you ever felt the heaviness on Sunday evening and feel worried to go work on next day? If this talks about you, this video is definitely for you. Over 13 Indian people were died by suicide every day just because of work pressure and unemployment. According to the National Crime Record Bureau, it was around 26,000 people from the year 2019 to 2023. And that was huge, right? So today I'm going to ask you a question which is really not comfortable for you. Is India is becoming a burnout nation? Let's talk about it. Welcome back to our YouTube channel KWatch. Keep watching and stay in. This video definitely not insists you to say like don't work out, because there are many people who are working for hard for themselves and build their own empire. They're really enjoying the process of doing that. I'm here to talk about the person who are working for a long time under pressure just to pay for the EMI bills and the family commitment. We talk about GDP, startup, and promotions. We never talk about the people who were burning out behind the office doors. And there is a huge difference between working hard and damaging yourself. Today, employees is always available. Let's talk about the current scenario of our employee. After completing their long working hour, their phone rings. They got a call from the manager or some other higher authorities. They really don't want to pick that call. But suddenly a guilt appears in his mind. What if it affect my appraisal? What if they think I'm not committed? What if they replaced me? This all a guilt thought that appears in employees' mind. But actually we are normalizing it. We call it as professionalism. But the most dangerous part is no one is ever questioning it anymore. Let's take a current 7 scenarios so you can examine yourself that you are under this category or not. If you ever felt the tiredness after waking up from a quality sleep, if you ever felt irritated about a small conversation that you are never like this before, you stop exciting about your salary, income, or salary credits. Sunday evening that obviously feels heavy to you, and you really need more rest, but you feel guilt to ask about it. The complete scenario, it was like you don't want to attend the call, but suddenly anxious appears and you feel worried to avoid it as well. And it was like you are running behind something else, but you don't know where you are going. Burnout is a situation where your body is actually presented, but your mind is already withdrawn. And the most important thing is the people who I call it as high performer, employee of the year, responsible employee, and I will handle it kind of people are burnout silently. If this is one part, another fuel to fire is social media. Let's imagine that after completing your long working hour, you started watching a social media and a random scroll that ends up in a post something like, I'm proud to announce my promotion at 27. I quit my job just to start a 3 crore company. And in a YouTube post, it was like, I'm earning 5 lakhs per month just by spending 3 hours of working a day. And you are here watching that by spending 10 hours of your shift time that with a heavy work period. So what you say, you will comparing yourself to that person. Social media which gives you the highlights, not really shows the breakdown and the failure behind that. When you start comparing yourself, that will increase the pressure. So this pressure automatically which leads to your overtime, and that overtime obviously leads to an burnout. And this cycle continues. Let's talk about a real scenario. We never do work under a pressure and in a toxic environment just because of ourselves. We do it for our loved ones. We are normalizing it. We call it as a normal thing. We never say we are exhausted. We hide our pressure behind our smile and say that I'm fine. Financial responsibility plus work pressure plus comparison culture, and that leads to an emotional overload. And the important thing is no one train us how to handle this. Let me clear this: work hard, earn money, compete, and win. But hear this carefully. Even if you are taking antidote at a very high level, that will affect your body. So, hard working is a very powerful tool, but taking an overdose of stress is toxic. I'm here to talk about that. And before any damages that could happen to you, is just a reminder notification for yourself. So if you're already in this situation and you really want to come out of it, I'm just give you some practical solution that will actually works for me. First important thing is set micro boundaries to yourself. Let's say your work is completed by 6 p.m. and you got a notification in your mobile that pops up at 11 p.m. Don't need to rush yourself to reply it suddenly until it is more critical. Slowly train your people that this is your limits and this is your boundaries. And second thing, at least 30 to 60 minutes a day spend with your loved ones without no screen time, without no social media. That may be your mean time. And third important thing, half of the stress is because of financial uncertainty. So invest is somewhere that you actually believes in. That may be your small investment. Anyway, just invest it. And fourth, most important, if this three step that doesn't works for you, if the work environment really extremely pressure to you, just express this to someone, to your higher authorities. Even if you feel worried about it, but anything damages that could happen to you, it feel okay to express it, because overthinking doesn't gives you a solution. India wants to become a global economic powerful, but the real power is sustainable performance. If the employees drains at 30, then who build the future, right? 13 peoples a day, 26,000 peoples in 5 years. They are not just number, they are our colleagues, team members, and the managers. So taking this a serious notification for yourself before your system crashes, and tell me honestly in the comment, are you working hard or slowly burning out yourself? Stay aware, stay safe. Like, share and subscribe. Bye bye.